Hey guys, right here I have a 2015 Peugeot 208 1.2 PureTech Active. And today I'm going to make a startup and full vehicle tour video of it, show you the features inside and out. So here is the key. Let's go ahead and start it up first. You can manually activate the headlights just by pressing this button. This 208 does have a 5-speed manual. The 208 does have an electric rack and pinion power steering system. A leather-wrapped steering wheel is standard on the Active trim. Two transmissions are offered with the PureTech 82 engine. The choice is between a 5-speed manual or a 5-speed ETG5 automated manual. To engage reverse for the manual transmission, push the gear lever all the way to the right and back. In terms of safety, the 208 Active gets 6 airbags, anti-lock braking system with electronic brake force, distribution and brake assist, electronic stability program, automatic hazard light activation, tire pressure monitoring system, dead locking, and immobilizer, and ISOFIX child seat anchor points for the rear seats. Now, let's turn on the hazards, lights, rear fog light, take a look at the engine, and roll down the driver's side window. The bonnet release is located to the left of the front passenger's footwell. For the Active trim, 15-inch Azot alloy rims are standard. The rims on this car are wrapped in Michelin Energy Saver 185/65 R15 tires. The brakes are ventilated discs in front and rear drums. The suspension gets McPherson struts in front and a torsion beam setup out back. Peugeot's contender in the B segment Super Mini category is the 208. The model was first introduced at the 2012 Geneva Motor Show as a replacement for the 207 range. As for body styles, the 208 is available in either a 3-door or a 5-door hatchback. It does measure slightly smaller than the 207, but the interior has grown to be more spacious. The 208 is also lighter across the range than the 207. A facelift appeared at the 2015 Geneva Motor Show. The facelift consists of a new front bumper, restyled grille, new rear lights, revised interior, updated technological and personalization features, and revised engines. This 208 gets a 1.2 litre, dual overhead cams, 12 valves, naturally aspirated inline 3 petrol engine with multi-point electronic fuel injection. This engine produces 81 horsepower at 5,750 rpm and 118 Nm of torque at 2,750 rpm. With the manual transmission, 0 to 62 miles per hour or 0 to 100 km per hour takes 12.2 seconds, and the top speed is 109 miles per hour or 175 km per hour. The fuel tank measures 50 litres, and the combined fuel consumption for the 208 PureTech 82 manual is 62.8 miles per gallon or 4.5 litres per 100 kilometers. 104 grams of carbon dioxide is emitted per kilometer, and the 208 is a front-wheel drive vehicle. The 208 made its UK debut back in 2012 with the facelift going on sale in June 2015. Both body styles are available, with several petrol and diesel engines on offer as well. Depending on the engine, manual, automated manual or automatic transmissions can be chosen. Currently, trim levels common between the two body styles are S&S AC, Active, Allure, GT Line and the limited edition XS. There is also the 208 GTI hot hatch, but that is only available as a 3-door. Exterior features of the 208 Active includes manual leveling halogen projector headlights, LED daytime running lights, boomerang effect LED rear lights, rear fog light, indicators on the side mirrors, and body-colored door handles and side mirrors. You do have quite a large storage bin down there, together with your speakers right there and right up here. And right here you do have your mirror controls and your window controls. The front two windows in this car are powered. The driver's side gets a fully automatic function in both directions, while the rear two windows are manually adjustable. Right here you do have the button to deactivate the vehicle's electronic stability program function, while right here you have the button to activate the electronic child locks for the rear doors. You do have a bit of storage down here, and right here you do have the lever to adjust the level of the headlight. The driver's seat in this 208 Active does get full manual adjustments. This lever controls your seat back, this lever controls your seat height, and this bar down here controls your seat position. Alright. So let's go ahead and see how she revs. The 208 Active does come standard with very simple air conditioning controls, with all of the controls located down here. In the middle you do have your fan speed, to the right you do have your temperature control, and to the left you do have your different modes together with your front defrost. Right up here you do have your recirculation, air conditioning and rear defrost buttons. To the right of the hazard light switch you do have your electronic central locking button. Right down here you do have a couple of cup holders, some storage, a power outlet, as well as your auxiliary and USB ports. The 208 Active does come standard with a 7-inch touchscreen head unit with various media connectivity options and 6 speakers for the sound system. The stock sound system available in the 208 does sound quite decent. We are currently in your Bluetooth audio streaming menu with your current song playing information. You do have the artist, album, title. You can go back a song, go forward a song. Hit this button right here to bring up your list of media options. You do have FM, AM, DAB digital radio, USB, iPod connectivity, auxiliary, Bluetooth audio streaming, and mirror link technology. Under the radio menus, you can look at your list of available radio stations in the area, perform a manual tuning search and all that. If you hit this button right here, you can bring up your media settings with your radio list. If you do have photos stored on the system, you can access it via this menu right here. You do have your media list right here, settings with your shuffle, repeat, auxiliary amplification, your announcements, and your audio settings right here with your preset equalizers, bass treble, balance and fader, your different sound effects, and your ringtone. To go back to the main menu, hit the menu button right here, and right here we do have your main menu. Under settings, you do have your audio settings again. You can turn off the display, bring up your color schemes if you do have any, your configuration menu with your system settings. You can delete the data and restore back to factory settings right here. Time and date, languages, calendar, you can bring up a calculator, and your screen settings. Next up, we do have your connected services, connected applications, internet browser, your mirror link technology, Bluetooth connection, transfer rate, and Wi-Fi connection. Telephone, right here you do have the keypad where you can dial a number. Hit this button to bring up your Bluetooth connection options. You can bring up your telephone options as well and search for devices. And right down here you can access your call list and phone book. Lastly, your driving menu. Right here you do have your driving data with your trip 2 information and trip 1 information. Under the 2 trip meters you do have your average fuel consumption, distance travelled and average speed. And right here you do have your current figures with your range and instant fuel consumption. You can set your speed settings right here, your tire pressure monitoring system, vehicle settings. Hit this button to bring up your vehicle diagnosis menu. Basically, this menu tells you whether there is anything wrong with the car and when the next service is due. If you hit the SRC button right here, it basically brings up your list of media options as well. And right up here you do have your volume and power knob. Front quarter windows. On the steering wheel, the right spoke houses your seat track wheel, and if you are in your radio menu, pressing this button will actually bring up a list of radio stations available. It also doubles up as your on-hook off-hook button for the Bluetooth telephone system. On the left spoke, you do have your volume wheel. If you click the wheel down, you mute the system. And right here, this button allows you to switch between your different media options. On the right stalk, you do have your wiper controls. On the top left stalk, you do have your light and indicator controls. And on the bottom left stalk, you do have your cruise control and speed limiter controls. Now, if you locate the button at the end of the wiper stalk, you can actually control your multi-information display. You can bring up your current figures, trip 1 and trip 2. The display within the instrument cluster is quite basic. You only have your digital speedometer, mileage and trip meter. The steering wheel in this car is tilt and telescopic. You adjust it using this lever right here. You do have some storage right here together with a couple of cup holders. Manual dimming, rear view mirror, and you do have your interior light right above. I like how the light doesn't automatically turn off, it sort of like fades away. And the driver's side sun visor does get a vanity mirror. Alright. So I guess that's it for the startup. We can turn it off right now. And continue with the rest of the tour. You do have your speaker down there together with some storage and your window control right there. The rear seat backs in this 208 Active do fold down. They split 60-40 when folding, and to fold them down, first make sure the headrests are all the way down, then locate the buttons on either sides of the headrests, push it, and flip the seat back down. You can move the seatbelt out of the way if you do not want the seatbelt obstructing you. I did set the driver's seat to a position that I would feel comfortable in. I'm about 5'7", which is about 1.7 meters tall. There is actually quite a lot of room to stretch out my feet underneath the driver's seat. As for leg room, I get about this much. And I do get about this much headroom. It is actually not that bad back here. The seats are nice and soft. It is a bit short on thigh support, but it's not that uncomfortable. No rear center armrest for this one, nor do you have any storage pockets on the front seat backs. But you do get hooks on the ceiling for both sides at the back. To open up the rear hatch, go towards the rear hatch itself and locate a touchpad right beneath the Peugeot badge. Boot space in the 208 measures 285 litres with the rear seats in place. Fold down the rear seats and remove the cargo cover to reveal 1076 litres of space. To the left of the boot is a light that illuminates the area, and underneath the boot floor is the vehicle's spare tyre and toolkit. The fuel flap itself is not actually lockable, but the fuel cap is, so you do need the key to open up the fuel cap. You do have adjustable headrests front and rear. You do have your speakers right there and right there, together with some storage down below and your window control right here. The front passenger seat in this car does get full manual adjustments as well. It just loses out on the height adjustment as found on the driver's side. As with all other right-hand drive Peugeot and Citroëns, the glove box is quite small due to the location of the fuse box right here. The sun visor for the front passenger side does get a vanity mirror as well. Alright, so let's start it up with the door closed. Alright, so that's it for the startup and full vehicle tour video of this 2015 Peugeot 208 1.2 PureTech Active. Thanks for watching and goodbye.